Yeah, it was trying to kill us, bro.
As you guys run out, of the death house, you see that it's a different time of day. It seems like it's more of the daytime in this area. So, yeah, and now you guys have escaped the death house. It seems to fade. It doesn't seem to go away. It still seems to stay there, but the atmosphere seems to change around the house, but to go away.
I don't like those 10d20 Alex just rolled.
That's just your fate.
That's damage.
Damage.
No, that's the roll to hit.
No, guys, when we get out of the death house, we're like, oh, finally it's over. Strahd. Oh, it's over, is it?
Little did we know it was a warehouse.
It bites you and you become a warehouse.
I've come across a problem.
What? What?
How long is it?
Roll 1,100.
What is Helvit'tar's problem?
How are you?
You without long rest.
Good berry. Good
someone,
berry.
Someone heals you.
See, I have considered finding a
heal you with spell swap.
I want to get a healing spell. Well, I can get a healing spell. I can cure myself.
Yeah, just do magic.
Yeah, magic initiate.
Yeah, I'll have to magic initiate.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sad, but I mean, you get more spells.
Bard, and then you get healing word using your charisma.
But don't worry. The sad part is one use of that free because it's a long rest is back on.
Yeah, you don't get the free. But you don't get the free use, but he does get the ability to cast it.
Yeah, you can cast it, but you get one use of the free use, and then you never get it back.
I'd kind of figure I'd go Artificer Initiate and use my intelligence to cast it.
He has to get the Artificer in there somehow. Yes.
Gotta add the Artificer in there.
Alrighty, so
you gotta have it.
We come back out into the
his
street.
version of my warlock.
We come back out into the street, right? Does there seem to be anybody around?
Yes, you guys peer into the street. Not really. You don't see really anybody at the moment. But it does appear to be daytime.
Well,
it does appear to be daytime.
Do you boys want to hold up in the house we cleared out? The one across town?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
A good night's rest would do a lot of good.
Alright.
A good night's rest.
Well, as you guys...
Oh, no.
As you guys head back to the same house you guys laid out last time, you do see some people in the midtown over here. It seems to be that what you can tell is there seems to be a tavern over here for people being drunk out in the street, and then right here seems to be a shop.
Yo, there's a shop. Are you guys trying to not be on the same square?
Get off my square. Oh my God. Leave me alone.
You guys are just shoving each other around, walking down the street.
So we see drunk people out on the street?
You see some just drunk, or like what you believe to be some commoners, not even commoners, just like some just drunker people over here near this tavern, like standing out. They're not important. They're just little. I can tell you exactly what you see, actually.
Why can we see the shambling mound?
What?
We saw the shambling mound.
In the journal, the monsters, there's just the shambling mound.
Can you show it to us?
Oh,
It shows
It's
On-
still there.
on
So
the,
we can see
We,
Oh,
we
yeah,
can
yeah.
see how screwed we were.
oh yeah, we can't see its stats, never mind.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, you can see its stats.
You guys passed the tavern.
You can see its stats. I didn't realize that.
So there is a fog. So there still is a fog around the city. So it's very dark and cloudy. But you can tell it to be somewhat of a daytime if there ever was one.
Yep.
As you guys pass this area, a single shaft of light thrusts through illumination into the main square. Its brightness looking into a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs skewed, claiming this to be the Blood of the Vine Tavern. Over here.
Well,
Cool.
And then
definitely-
the sparse light from this building spills out from behind the drawn heavy curtains. A sign over the door creaks on its hinges and reads, Benjaril's Mercantile.
Should definitely keep an eye
And
on
then, yeah.
this.
You guys can head back and take a long rest, I guess.
Yeah,
It'll be
we're good.
nighttime.
We're gonna head back to our house that we have rightfully claimed.
Fair.
Hold on.
Rightfully
Let me see
acquire.
something.
Look, we took it from dead people.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
What? Are there more zombies in our house?
All right. All right. So you guys come to the house that you guys cleared out previously, and it seems to be empty.
Okay, good.
Seems to be.
Can we secure the area, then take a long rest?
It's time for naps. Oof. Time for naps.
Sure.
Yeah.
A long rest can be taken, and Jeremiah, you can take 2 short rests.
I can only take 2?
It's shit on.
Yeah.
Alright, then I'll just take a long rest.
You want to take a long? I mean, you're not getting 8. I told you you're not getting 8 short rests.
Well, I
Yeah.
thought we agreed on 4 before. I don't get anything from 2. So,
It's just statistically worse than a long rest.
You can do 4 of them.
Oh yeah, who wants the armor of gleaming?
No one.
So go.
It makes you
You can do
shiny.
4, but then go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll me your exhaustion check as well.
No one wants the clean armor?
Not really.
Alright.
And nobody wants the armor or gleaming, whatever.
Yeah, no one
Mhm.
wants the clean armor.
I mean, what kind of armor is it?
oh, 3, cool.
Pain.
It was,
I got exhaustion.
What's your bonus to Constitution?
I have only a +1.
Okay.
it was a chain shirt.
Blood visibility on
Yeah. I've got scale mail, so I really don't need chain.
I need studded leather. I don't need leather. Or I have leather. I need studded leather.
What, you don't want to up it to, you don't want to up the chain?
No. Statistically, not great.
I'll literally just long rest. There's no point out, so.
Cool.
You can take your 4 short rest.
He needs a couple more levels before it actually does something.
No, he should be able to. You already should have your, don't you? Or do you get that third level, or third level sorcerer?
I get it second, but I only get so on four short rest gets me 2 first level spell slots.
Which is statistically worse than just taking a long rest.
Yeah. Well, unless
Yeah,
it's
'cause
like
he
knock on them.
Later levels, yes, it is better to do the short rest, but right now, no.
Well, I get one. Yeah.
Because he has 3 sorcerer spells, and so he gets all 3 of them back on long rest.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I still have the deed to the house. Let's go.
Do we get through the rest okay? Can we take a
Oh
walk?
yeah, are we? Well, my 2 familiars are keeping guard.
Are we bamboozled in the middle of the night, Alex?
Well, it's middle of the day, but you seem to be fine with your rest.
Guys, good night. It's 12
Seem to
p.m.
be able to.
Good night, as the sun is shining. Well, you can't see the shining sun straight above our heads.
You seem to be able to get through your rest normally.
Alright.
Feeling good.
So, what are we doing? I got some plans, but where do you guys want to go?
I suppose the tavern
I don't even
is
know.
where I would
Well.
take a look.
Could go to the tavern.
Might get a little
Familiar
information.
territory for most of us, isn't it?
Indeed.
Yes.
Might acquire some intel in this place.
Could figure out where that town is, where the windmill is.
Yeah.
I'd also want to check out the chapel, or thing right where the cemetery is. I didn't get to check it last time.
Tell you what, I'd be down to go over there as well. That might be a good.
The chapel.
Find people
the
of,
thing
like
the
faith.
building next to the cemetery.
Oh yeah.
I didn't check inside it, I don't think.
No, nothing we did.
No, we just watched the.
No, because we went into the cemetery.
Yeah, I went into the
You
Alex,
went into
did-
not into the building.
Alex, did I check the building?
No, not into here. You went into.
I went into
I
here,
don't believe
not-
you did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you never went
you
into
didn't
the
check the
building. You just
building.
went into the graveyard.
Yeah. Well, okay. So do we just want to go to tavern first, then check out cemetery next?
We could split up. Maybe save a little bit of time.
I really do not want to do that. That is an awful plan. Luke is
Ruh-roh,
just, like,
gang.
dead- Luke
Ruh-roh,
is
gang.
dead serious. Like he doesn't understand you're joking. If you are joking.
Well, we
So
should.
we're first.
We could check out the store. It is the closest place if they're open still.
I don't have any money.
We've got a little bit of things to sell.
Yeah, we've got funds, and they might buy this shiny armor.
Fair enough. Shop first, then.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Berg,
Alright.
is there anything
Shop
else?
first.
All right. Cool.
All right. So does the party head to the shop?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Again, I read the thing. The sign over the door creaks on its hinges, reading the mercantile. You guys can walk in. He does what he seems to be selling. Seems to just be basic adventuring gear. You can ask and he'll tell you if he has anything. That's really it. As you walk the door, he seems to be yelling at his nephew, or he keeps calling him. telling him to hurry the hell up and get the boxes upstairs.
All right.
Fine,
You
fine, well, I can't say it's a day anymore.
Are you talking to the?
I'm talking to the merchant.
Yes. Well, we're about to close up. Do what you need.
Are you, perhaps in the, store looking for a set of armor to sell?
I do not really carry armor around here, but I mean, I'll buy it off of you.
You will? Great. And I pull out this shiny chain shirt and go, will you take it for, 55 GP?
Sir, do you think I'm running a charity?
You'll
I'll give
find,
you 20 at most.
You'll find 50 to be quite a good deal.
I'll let you know if it's a good deal, and that's not a good deal.
Then
I give you 20.
Well, then I guess I'll just find someone else to take the armor.
How much would
Good.
you?
Good luck finding anyone with that much money to spit on a piece of metal.
How much would you spend for this nice ivory hairbrush?
Now that is an item I could buy.
All right.
I'll give you 2 GP for that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, sounds fair in my book.
Where'd you get this at?
Acquired it. In a
From
house
where
that
I
we
may
own.
ask?
From a house that we
A house?
seem to own.
Yeah. Which house would that be?
The one that collapsed just recently.
We were trying to make renovations and it didn't
Oh.
pan out.
Oh, interesting. Well, I'll be taking the this brush off of you. And yeah.
Can I make an insight check to see if he's suspicious at all, seeing as we're outsiders, essentially?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I said I was gonna make an insight check, but didn't have my thing ready. Hold on. Insight.
Yeah.
There you go. No.
Nice.
What was the roll?
3 or 6. Same thing.
3.
Oh yeah, no. You have he seems pretty normal. You can't seem to gain anything off of him.
Fair enough.
So,
I sulk in the corner.
what might be got any advice for some newcomers?
Get the hell out of this village, if that's what device you want.
Duly noted. Got any know anything about the lord of this land?
Are you here to collect the taxes? Because I'm not paying it right now. You're going to have to wait till next month. Get out of here. Leave. You can't be. I'm not paying it.
Cool. Not tax collectors, but fair enough.
Oh. Ooh.
Sir.
Yeah. He seems to be very just...
Do you know where the town of Valkai is?
Now, that's a town think he pulls out a map.
Oh yeah, Matt.
He starts trying. He points you in a direction. He says, "I think it's around over here."
Okay. And where is here,
Appreciate it.
good sir?
As you look, his map is very, very crudely drawn.
Can we
But
get
he
the general
tries his
direction?
best. I'm trying to pull up.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, he's pulling up right now. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You wanted the village of Valkyrie, you said?
Valaki,
Valkai.
Or Valkyne?
Yeah, it's the one where the
Val-
windmill is, yeah. Should
Yeah.
be east of Valkai.
Pretty sure it's Valaki.
Well, I can't. Yeah, I'm not good at pronouncing things. Thank you. Valkai.
Town? Is it town of that? Yeah. So
It's
he
a town
points
or
you in a
something.
direction. He says it's down. Yeah. He tells you to fall down. He tells you to fall down the old. He calls it the old Fitch Road, which is the road you guys have been walking on.
Alright.
He tells you to follow straight through, and you'll eventually find. And you'll find where you need to be.
Someone's dogs are going ape.
Uh-oh.
Jeremiah.
There
Jeremiah
goes
stands up.
Yeah. About to go
Jeremiah
beat some
strangles dog. No.
Oh no.
I told you not to do it, but you did it anyway.
Alright. As he shows me this, can I ask him, have you seen another drow head through this part?
I know I can't say I haven't. I've seen maybe a dwarf, but no drow.
Maybe it's the word.
Can I make an insight check on that?
It's hard to tell between. Sure. It's hard to tell between dwarves and halflings sometimes. I saw some kind of short person go by.
Oh,
With a 13, you can tell that he's not lying. He doesn't seem to actually know. You're the first drow I've seen, I believe. We don't get many other different people around these parts.
If I'm the only one you meet, you'll be lucky. I think.
Well,
I sound like a threat, honestly.
What do you sell, good sir?
Well, I sell just basic stuff I have here. I keep a constant supply of just generic items.
Fair enough. And do you know anything about a witch or person that sells pastries at night?
Oh, you mean her.
Indeed. Had a rather
What do you want to know about her?
Had a rather frightful encounter with her.
Well, it's a good thing you're still here to talk about it.
There was a kid that seems that she took. We were wanting to see if we might be able to retrieve him.
Yep. That's what she does. But her pastries are the best in the village.
So this justifies
I
her to
haven't-
steal children?
I haven't had one in a while.
Fair enough.
So are you looking for what she does, or are you trying to ask me where you can find her? Because I can point you to her direction, but I wouldn't go.
Where we might be able to find her, yeah.
To my knowledge, she typically stays at the old bone grinder. It is a windmill.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, it's a windmill that you can find actually near the village of Valkyrie.
Fun.
Okay.
I believe she resides there because that's what she seems to be coming through. She makes her runs through the night.
Alec, can I deduce that we came here at night, went through the death house, came out at like midday, then went to sleep, and now it's like 8 or 9 or something?
At night, yeah.
Okay, got it. I'm just getting timelines fixed.
Well, we did take a rest.
You have
in
an
the
orb
death
of
house.
fucking time, but don't.
No one has used it.
Oh yeah,
once.
sorry.
Can I
No,
check
it is-
the orb of
no.
time?
No.
Actually, what time is it? It's always dark. What time is it?
Doesn't matter. Well, I believe that's gonna be it for me, boys. You guys got anything you guys want to ask him about?
Nope.
All right.
Just
Walk out the building.
yeah.
Yep.
He didn't want to. He did not want to buy my my chain shirt.
Everybody's trying to sell things. Me with my small hoard. All right.
Bro, it's in EP.
Tavern next.
So you guys leave the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the
All right.
tavern is this thing.
All right. So, as I described earlier, there's a sign skewing from it, claiming this to be blood of the tavern.
Blood of the tavern.
Blood of the Vine Tavern.
Oh no.
Yep.
You just cut out and it came
Um,
out as Blood of the Tavern. And it was funny.
So do
You guys go
wanna
into it?
Just grab drink. Oh, sorry, Alex.
You guys go in there.
Right.
All right,
What does
do
it
we
look
do?
like in this
So-
tavern?
Well, as you open up the door to the tavern, you hear a voice from the corner of the room proclaim to your direction, "Just the people I was hoping to walk through that door today. Come over here, gentlemen. Come here, come here." And you see this.
More weirdos.
You see, he seems to be the same kind of like person, like the village. He seems to be a villager, but he also seems to be a lot more brighter in facial features. Like he hasn't fully succumbed to the despair of living here.
Interesting.
To keep on the keep on. It was like Control G. Nope. G.
What?
I don't know. Does it keep on to show a photo, like just a photo of
Oh,
somebody? To you guys?
yeah. Did you ever see that note of things that I left for you?
No.
There's so what I
Yeah, I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find it.
In the
I'm trying to
journal,
find it.
if you go low enough, there's one that shows a
There
thing
it is.
for players, like player handouts.
No. There was one that I
Yeah.
specifically, when I was given DM powers, I left for Alex. That was a whole bunch of different roll 20.
Yeah, I know. I have it. I'm trying to figure out which one is supposed to be. You have macros, but I don't. Is there you have keybinds in this?
There was one that was called Roll 20 Tips, and it had all of that stuff. It was a macro that would tell you the roll-20. Yeah. I think it's like Shift Z or something like that, or Shift V. Something.
Doesn't matter. You see this blonde villager, like a blonde village goer. He offers you to join him at his table, and he offers to buy your wine.
Greetings.
You can call me Ismark. I am great Burgomaster of this village. I've never seen you people around here. I assume you guys are new.
Yes.
Indeed, just blew into town.
Great. Would you call yourselves the strong type?
Depending on what you want our strength to be.
I can put a dozen holes in something.
Well, I was hoping that. I'm gonna cut to the short story. I need someone to protect my sister and take her to the village of Valkyrie for me.
Well, I look to the rest of the party. Well, just our lucky day.
Indeed.
Two thumbs up.
What's your sister's name?
Her name is Irene.
Escort Irene.
I was hoping. You see, she needs a bit of protecting from some people, and she's no longer safe in this village that we're in. So we're hoping you can take her as far away as you can. I'm hoping Valkyrie.
Well, what might be our reward for this escort?
I can offer you.
Oh, hold on. You said he's a burgomaster, right?
Let's go to my house. Yeah.
I pull out the letter.
He's the son of the burgomaster.
Ah, is this your father's hand?
I can tell that it apparently says my father's name, but that is not my father's handwriting. It is not that neat.
And your sister's name is Irina.
Yes, it is Irina Polana.
Inside check on what he's saying.
Yeah, John.
Finally.
Yeah, no, you can tell he's telling the truth. That is not his father's handwriting.
So,
all right, cool.
And I'm specifically talking about the one that was like, I, the Burgomaster of Barovia, send you with honor and despair. The one that seemed to be the true letter.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it seems somebody's impersonating him.
I will say one thing. After he reads the letter, he will go one thing. If my father did write this, or had someone write it for him, it is not incorrect for what we are trying to do. I have spent years of my life trying to fight the lord of this land, and my sister is part of this. We need to get her as far away from the view of the castle, which is where Village Valkyrie lays. If you gentlemen can take her there, while I stay back here and stay on the opposite side of the castle, it would be great plead to further the plan of trying to take down the lord of this land.
Interesting. So do you have allies, any fellow warriors in Vallaki?
None that I can say.
What
Question.
should we do when we get her there?
She'll know what to do.
Fair enough.
Can
But
I ask you
but I
two
will say
questions
that
real quick
she's going. Yep.
before we get down to business? I do have a personal thing I need to ask you. If you're the son of the Burgomaster, have you seen any other drow come through, female, a little bit older than I?
Hey, Mikey, I think you're
What you have?
I have seen one drow come through this village perhaps 3 moons ago. I think it was a she, I believe. I never talked to her, but I saw her. She ran towards the west road going towards Castle Ravenloft.
Towards the castle.
Yes.
Inside check just to make sure he's not lying. I don't think he is, but
God, go ahead and roll another one.
I'm sorry. Okay, never mind. Don't worry about it.
it.
Could I also roll insight?
Yeah, no,
Thank you, Josh.
Yeah, go ahead. I was using your echo to tell if I had delay or not.
That's a 23.
23, you can tell that he's not lying.
Fair enough.
He seems pretty genuine.
Thank you.
Um,
The first person that's been able to tell me any.
he starts talking. He starts giving details of what his plan was. He told you that he's trained his whole life, mastering weapons to hope of killing Strahd. He goes on about how the great lord shall die by my hand, for the many others have died trying to kill him. He seems to be a pretty like he's no commoner by any chance. He's a pretty bulky man. He just wants simple escort to the sister. She's capable herself, but she is born outside of the village. Because if Strahd can see her, he might go after. So I need you guys to keep her as safe as possible. You see, I am inclined to believe that Strahd is in love with my sister and wants to take her as a bride. Not happen.
I hate dealing with other nobles.
I hate dealing with nobles in general. I just look at you. Not you, but
Well,
sounds
good to me.
It aligns with our goal. I see no issue with this.
Any word on the chapel up in the north part of the building? We saw ghosts coming from it, I believe. I didn't witness it, but my two compatriots here did.
I tend to stay away from that.
But
That is something that I do not put fingers into.
I understand you might not mess with it, but do you know why it's happening, or what? Who does have their fingers into it?
I could not tell you. That's been there as long as I've been a child. And I remember I believe there are 2 to 3 people who ever really step into the chapel. And I believe 2 of them stay there, and the other one I do not know. It's always middle of the night when that person goes in there, but it seems to be about 3 people at most. I've staked out myself. I've never seen anything too crazy happen.
Fair enough. Is it dangerous to investigate? Because we were planning on stopping by there if we had the chance.
I have never took interest because I assumed it was just priests doing priest things at the chapel, but I will say it might be
It usually isn't a priestly thing to raise armies of the undead. I would know as a cleric myself.
I have never seen these armies of dead that you'd speak of. I did not know that was happening there. If it is, then it may be a little bit dangerous to go to. But I also have no idea.
Fair enough. You let us. I guess you let us know when you need your sister to head out, and we'll head on our way.
I would actually like for you guys to follow me to my mansion, or my father's mansion. We need to go there straight once and get everything set aside.
Perhaps
The mansion is at the very bottom of the map.
give us like a half hour.
You want to go? You want to go investigate the church?
Indeed.
The chapel?
Indeed.
Okay. He tells you to meet at the Burgomaster's mansion and he tells you basically about the next night.
I'm guessing it's this one right here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All of the
big one.
houses of that
Yeah,
shape
so the next-
and color are the important ones.
He tells you have a day and then meet him there in 24 hours. Mansion.
Fair enough.
All right. Before he goes, can I just say as he's going, do you, by any chance, is there anything place in this town called Saint Macabre's Abbey, supposedly near the Miss? One of the fortune cards.
I do not know anything about that name. I'm also not a big explorer. I tend to stay near this village, for my sister lived here, and I would never apart from her without having her have protection. So I would say that I've never been ventured farther than Valkyrie. I have no insight of what you're talking about.
All right. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow.
No problem.
What's in the box? What's in the church?
What an interesting man.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Hopefully we can do him some good by
Tell me it isn't
rescuing his
Priests
sister.
are
He
priests
said-
want
he
to
said-
fix the church.
What you said about
church
priests
can
not
go,
raising
man.
the army of the dead, depends on the priest, by the way.
Yes, I
It,
agree.
as a general
No.
principle, you don't see like warlords of undead being religious priests.
I would disagree.
Usually
I
you'd
don't
see it
think
be
you
like a
can
necromancer,
warlords
right?
undead.
What was that?
Usually a necromancer would be like a wizard or something.
They can be, yes. But usually those
Oh,
are
can be.
things such as liches, perhaps, but
Exactly.
religious
And
fanatics such as the cult of Merkel, they are religious and
Those
do
religious
practice.
bastards are
Ah.
pestering.
All right, so I do have this. So this is the dude that was talking to you. Is Mark in the journal?
Ah.
Is Mark
The
the
lesser-
This is the gentleman that was talking to you.
This is Titus.
His call.
lesser.
I assume you guys would probably. There's describe him as Bismarck the Lesser because he lives in the chat with his father.
Fair enough.
I just disagree.
Speaking about
Okay.
Josh or Alester, what god do you worship?
Mm-hmm.
The god Ares. He blesses the warriors.
Oh.
and those that can keep his warriors fighting.
A noble, quite a noble god.
I feel like combat.
Sometimes we
Uh-huh.
have our disputes, but yeah.
Disputes with the god.
Sometimes I don't know if he's listening
Okay,
after I
so
left the mercenaries.
After the magic you produce,
Uh-huh.
I think he is.
Your miracles would say otherwise.
that was
Maybe I'm just not
okay.
deserving of
Alright.
the miracles then.
So you guys go to the church.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
So
Yep,
at
yeah.
the church, atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft, stands a gray, saggis impotence of stone and wood. The church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end, and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises from the back and flickers light to shine the holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strand feebly against their lead. That's what it looks like from apart. It looks like down the church.
So
run down.
as we approach, do the doors seem to like be able to open, or is it like long abandoned kind of?
As you approach the doors, the heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire.
Some sort of
there's a
fight.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh no, I don't want to see a battle map.
Hey guys, let's go to the church.
it is
5
not a
minutes
battle
into
map,
the
I promise
story.
you. Calm down.
5 minutes.
No,
into
calm
the
down.
promise.
It's not. Calm down.
Oh, it's black though.
Calm down.
It's fair.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Working on it.
Yeah, we got it. Don't worry about it.
Not
Okay, you should all have sight now. Can everyone see?
Yep.
Yep.
No.
Yes, one of us cannot see. It's fine.
I'm
Oh
blind.
no, Mikey
Oh, yeah,
cannot
I think-
see. Can't-
So did you pull out Mikey's familiar from the player characters tab?
Nope, I don't think he did.
I pulled all the characters by the tab.
For
There's
some.
no-
Oh no,
No.
I already pulled it up.
I can move my guy.
I think
I just don't get to see.
I can't. Yeah, I can't give him night vision for some reason. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there
There
we
you go. I can. Okay, now you can see.
Yay.
Okay, is everyone else can see this time?
Yeah.
Priest. There's a priest.
All right. Hold on.
Is he a priest?
Let's see. So okay. Yeah. Well, I mean that's a good story. That's a good question. Okay. So you guys are the doors open because I assume you guys open the door. The doors open to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The halls are unlit and reek of mildew. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to adjacent chambers. You can see that the chapel is screwed with debris, and you can hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer. Suddenly, the prayer is blotted out by an inhumane scream that rises up from beneath the wooden floor. And you see the priest is uttering a prayer. You going straight to the chapel, Josh? Right into the main hall?
Yeah, I approached this guy.
Alright.
Sir?
The chapel is shambles. The chapel is in shambles with overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floor. Dozens of candles mounted in candlesticks and candelabras lights every dusty corner in a futile attempt to rid the chapel of shadows. At the far end of the church sits a claw-scarred altar, behind which kneels a priest in solid vestment. Next to him hangs a long, thick rope that stretches up into a bell tower. Yeah. Beneath the chapel floor, you hear a young man's voice cry out, "Father, I'm starving." "Father, I'm starving!" as he bangs on the wood at the bottom of the chapel.
The guy in front of us is saying that.
No. There's something under the floorboard.
No, the guy underneath the chapel.
Oh.
There's some voice underneath it.
Hmm.
Greetings.
His voice seems to be a bit hoarse as he starts to speak. Hello. He seems to continue his prayer after speaking. He doesn't seem to be he doesn't seem to be speaking too much.
Something.
Question him.
What
Might-
happens to be under the chapel? 'Cause
20 years ago, my son, came to my chapel and defiled my holy room with his group of villagers who followed a great wizard in black robes. My son has turned into an evil spawn of the Lord himself and is trying to feast upon the villagers, but I shall not have it. As he continues praying, and the more he prays, the more the sound starts to scream underneath the chapel, as it seems that his son has turned himself into a vampire, and he's trying to pray him away, I guess.
that would explain the claw marks.
Now, I hate to say this, but are you sure you want to spend the rest of your life holding him down there, or would you rather
It is
a mercy?
It
to
is
end
my
the
duty as
operation?
the father of my son to find a cure for this demonic possession that possesses him. I shall find the cure through the Lord himself. The Lord speaketh with me to keep him down as I wait for his cure to come to pass.
Fair enough. I take out some of my incenses and my my priest stuff basically, and go down into prayer with this guy.
You start to pray with.
Yeah.
You can. Maybe a religion check.
All right.
Curing vampires.
Yeah. What does he worship?
That's a 7.
To what you know, you have no idea what god he is worshiping, because the holy symbol around his neck doesn't seem to be anything that none of you have ever heard of.
Yeah.
I don't have time to figure it out. Does your book have anything for curing vampirism?
Are you asking the
I'm asking Thar.
Thar?
Yeah, Thar.
As far as I understand, you cure vampirism by killing the host.
I know that, but I was hoping maybe there was a different way.
I mean, could I consult the book, Alex, or no?
You can look into the book.
Do I make like an Arcana check? Or...
I was gonna say, could I also make like a nature or a medicine check to try to remember?
Also, can someone copy paste what I told you your fortunes were? So I didn't write down the wrong one.
Oh yeah.
Whoever.
I've got it in
I'll
video
yeah,
if we need.
I got a
and-
24
So-
for consulting the book.
And
Okay, so you consult the book, and and sadly enough, the book just reads, and whatever. I'm assuming the one of the familiars looked over to read in the book as well because you're just curious.
I'm reading the book.
The
with
language,
him, yes.
the language is undetermined to you. It looks like literally nothing. Like it just looks like scribbles. It is undetermined to you, but Athar looks at it and goes, "Aha! Of course, I didn't think about that. The only cure for vampirism is death."
Yeah, I was that. The only cure I know is to kill a person.
Me.
Could I
I'd
make
pull up
a
wooden stake?
could I make a medicine check? to
I
see
know
if-
the language, but why are the words jumbled like this?
Your mind is not ready for the knowledge. Home.
What did you say?
Could I make a medicine check?
Oh.
Just to see if like anything comes to mind.
I know silver kills them.
Wait, sorry, a medicine check.
That's lycanthropy.
Sorry, medicine check.
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
not
go ahead and
like
make a
numbers.
medicine check. If you can.
Okay, a little bit better. An 11.
I mean, so what are you trying to look through with the medicine check? I see a way to cure him.
I mean, would
Motion?
I have heard of like even if they were like some really far off and like almost mythical type of things, ways to get rid of it.
You can see that this is no longer his son. His body has changed, and he's no longer like there is no person left. It is just it's a new creature. There's no way to cure it. It is not a disease.
If you killed them and reincarnated them, they still be a vampire?
Now with your 11,
Or you use wish or something like that.
no, they
Probably wish.
no. If you reincarnate, they're not a vampire.
Oh.
Well, they're not a vampire if they were like turned into one, but if they were like naturally, like if you have a curse that's turning them into a vampire, the curse might stay depending on how the curse is read. But I don't know, like fun. But yeah, you can kill them and bring them back to life. Go ahead, I guess.
Oh, that's not
see
an
what
option
happens.
for us right now. Yet. I guess, I kind of have probably dealt with death a lot, in the fact that, war is bad. And I like put my hand on his shoulder and I'm like, if you ever need someone to help you do what needs to be done, don't be afraid to reach out. And I gather all my stuff and I head back to my group.
This book is a bunch of bogus.
Question. Wait, how are you reading? Oh wait, you're familiar, right?
I will have you know that that bunch of bogus is my religion.
And your religion I even know this language, but the words are just jumbled and are nonsense.
But you have to make sense of the madness.
You two are nerds.
Thank you, Cade.
As I walk by, I just walk out saying that.
We're having this theological discussion about understanding madness, and Cade's like, "You're nerds," and then he's probably invisible too. It's probably like dark outside. He's probably just invisible. We just hear out of the
Turn
darkness.
invisible.
We just hear the word nerd.
I turn invisible as I walk out.
It was described. There's not light, at least in the hallway.
Oh no, there's light. There's light in here.
Oh, okay.
Chapel.
Oh,
Yeah.
was
But
there
as I
light in
walk
the
out,
hallway?
I'm invisible.
Yeah, like you just.
Nerds. As he turns into a ghost and vanishes.
Oh.
I also don't see the point in staying here. So yeah,
Poor guy.
we know what's here now.
So are y'all?
We
Yeah.
have.
We're leaving.
The priest seems to have things under control here.
Yeah, if we need anything, we know where he is. So,
There's
With
Doesn't
me?
seem like he'll be going anywhere anytime
Alright.
soon.
So I assume you guys meet up with your previous request to go to the mansion.
yeah.
Indeed.
30 minutes in now.
Before getting there, I take a second to get in a proper posture. It's been a long time since I've been in at least somewhat of a noble's house.
I'm trying to like take my noble's clothes and like spriff them up a little bit, get them looking better.
No, I'm still wearing my priest vestments, but
Oh.
I gotta
As
at
your
least... What?
As you approach the mansion, a wary-looking mansion squats behind a rusty iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lay cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clink of the gates repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the grounds and press the menace upon the house itself. Yet, against the walls, the growth had been trampled down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw marks have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. The great black marks tells of the fires that have been assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in a window. All windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen.
Looks like vampires have wanted to get in there.
Well, sure that
Very
means
well.
it's safe to go in. Onwards.
Better inside than out.
Considering it looks
Oh,
like the
doesn't-
vampires haven't gotten in there yet. it
Well, it's
would
also
be-
becoming night, which I assume is when they'd be attacking. Or is it becoming day? I don't know.
Well, it is becoming night, but it's consistently dark.
Ocul, what, didn't you have that over time? What time is it?
The time, it is...
DM.
I'm not looking at the open time.
Look at the overtime.
No.
Do it. Do it, Ocul.
We never look at the orbit time
Do it.
because
Look
of the
at the
first
overtime.
Nope.
It's about 11 at night.
Did you just guess that?
Well, I mean, it was 8 just a little while ago.
Where are you pulling these numbers from? You're just like, I said it was 8 just a little while ago, so now it must be 11. There's no reference of time there. You're not counting between those two times. You're just guessing.
I'm not guessing about it being 8 a little while ago.
All right, what time is it now?
Like I said, 11.
What, is it still 11? But time has passed. It can't still be 11.
If you want to get...
So, as you guys approach the door to the castle, or the mansion,
having sorry
Um,
argument.
Ismark is actually on the grounds and joins you people and leads you to the great wooden door of the mansion. He knocks surprisingly 3 times and then pauses and then 2 more times, and you hear a woman on the other side of the door. Forgive me for I can't do a woman's voice, so just forgive me,
Yeah,
okay?
it's all good.
You're fine.
She proclaims, "Are you bringing them in?" And he goes, "Yes, of course." And she opens the door for him. You guys are able to step into the mansion. The interior of the mansion is well furnished, yet the fixtures show sign of a great wear. Noticeable oddities are boarded-up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room. The Burgomaster is in a side drawing room on the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin surrounded by wilting flowers and a faint odor of decay. So as you walk into the mansion, you see the Burgomaster, Ismak's father, is dead in a coffin.
Cool.
Oh.
Pays respects.
Is he
Stabs with steak.
Irene seems to notice your guys' confusion, and she smacks Ismark across the head, like hard. Like she got some weight behind the hand. Knocks almost the shit out of him. You didn't tell him about the other part?
Upon seeing the corpse, I immediately pay respects.
I press F as well.
Yeah. She says, "Did you not tell him about the other parts? About what happened? Or are these people not even worth telling?" And they go back and forth about how their father died 3 days ago due to a heart attack. For the constant assault on the mansion by zombies that finally got into his heart. He had a heart attack fighting a zombie.
And he hasn't risen from the dead yet? Or hasn't risen from the dead at all? Has he?
No.
Probably why they've kept him in
No,
here.
they stopped the... They stopped any form of rising. They also say she notes strangely they haven't came back and assaulted since his death. And she asks you please to bring her father to the chapel to be buried by the great priest Dobovich.
The one that we just met.
I don't think you want your father buried there.
Why not?
She demands he be taken there and buried, or she will not go. She would not leave her father in this state.
I guess we're pallbearers tonight, boys.
You want your father buried in that cursed cemetery?
I grab Ocul and I pull him aside.
She
Hold on,
says,
he doesn't know exactly what's going on. Ocul, come here. I take Ocul around the shoulder. Come here. So here's the thing, Ocul. They're paying us. They're paying us, right? I assume payment of some form. Yeah. Or they're paying us. We don't ask questions. Don't advise them. They tell you to do something. We do it. Think about the money.
nothing.
I will say this was
Also, nothing.
Escorting deal.
Nothing stated that the church was bad. Where are you getting cursed church at? I never said cursed. It's probably the most holiest place in the village.
You literally watched. I pointed to the guy who pulled me away. He watched the souls of the damned rise from the dead. There.
And they climbed up the mountain and tried to fight the evil lord?
Yes.
Well, yeah, something like that.
Uh-huh.
I have no quarrels
Look,
with it.
I just want you to change your tone.
I just
You ain't gotta be
wanted
such a
to
jerk.
warn you about this.
That must have been the great Dadovich's doing, for he is a well-known priest. He has a tendency to pick fights with the Lord of the land of Strahd, that cursed soul.
Look, I wanna get all of my my comrades together. Look, I'm alright with doing this. We just have to have her change her tone. She can't boss us around like that.
Or maybe more money.
I don't really care. Also, I was right. A priest does raise an army of the dead. Take that. I don't really care. I just want to get. We literally I don't know, a few hundred feet. I can't tell from here. We just take him there and we get on our way. I want to get going. No point staying in here.
Fine.
You can ask her to change her tone if you want, but I mean, that seems pretty petty, dude.
Yeah, her father just died. I assume her father.
Yeah.
Still, to demand that we deal with his burial,
She's grieving.
or else she won't travel.
The thing we're getting paid to do.
I don't know.
It's
I don't like-
their own personal thing.
I don't like being treated like slaves. Effectively.
Is this great priest? And I described the priest we met, just a couple, just 20 minutes earlier. Is that him?
I assume so.
Yes, he's a wonderful priest. If you saw any dead be risen, it must have been him. He's a fully good man.
For about 3 days now, was it 3? I forget exactly the timeline he stated.
No.
But he's been there praying about his cursed vampire son.
He's been doing that for a year. I'm well what his sudden predicament is, and I feel sorry for him. But he can do that and other things at the same time. He's a very great man.
Alright, let's get a move on,
All
I
right.
suppose. Not happy about it.
Is it technically a graveyard or cemetery? It's
a
cemetery.
cemetery.
Yeah, because it has a house in the middle or something. Also, that.
Yeah, cemetery. Cemetery is owned by church. Church owns it, so it's a cemetery. If it's not owned by a church, it's a graveyard.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yes. That's why I was hoping you guys would do coffin dance it there. Boom, 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 boom. You guys are coffin dancing the Burgomaster to the cemetery.
Yep. Alright.
He went down fighting.
Warrior.
I mean, yeah, technically, yep.
As you guys approach the church, Danovich looks at the coffin, looks at Irene and Ismac, and he can assume what happened. He obviously helps Barry. Helps Barry at the cemetery. He puts him. He helps. He gets you guys to help him put the lower the body into the grave. Of course.
Yep.
And then he looks at Alester, the other priest that he saw previously. He walks into you and
I
goes,
am fully
"Listen,
in priest robes as
listen."
well.
Yeah, but you didn't help pray. Alester came and helped pray with Danovich. So he respects him as a priest. So he walks to Alester. He puts a hand on your shoulder and goes, "Listen, if you're taking Irene out of this place, far away from Strahd, there's only 2 places I could also recommend. The fortified town of Valkyrie, I believe, is your main destination, but there is a Abbey of the Saint Markov. It is a massive fortress of good. It's a bastion for the last hope of this land. The Abbey of Saint Markov, or Markovia, is another great wonder that may protect her from Strahd's bidding." He also goes into a story about why Strahd seems to be after Irene. He goes about how she is the only person to be bitten twice by the Lord and not be turned into a slave. She has 2 bite marks, one on each side of her neck, and neither one has seemed to put her under his control. It seems to be curious. My other priest, my other follower in faith, an eye on her. For I am not too trusty myself for someone who can be bitten twice and not turn into these hellish spawn like my son has. So keep an eye on her, for she may may take a while to follow the side effects. And then he's off in a burst, and he immediately starts praying again towards the chapel.
Thank you for these wise words.
Actually, before he leaves, he does hand you something.
Alright.
He goes, come with me.
Alrighty.
And he brings you into the chapel.
Never saw him again.
He brings you to the chapel, and he goes, "Before you leave, I do have one thing to offer you." And he brings out a milk crate. You know what a milk crate looks like?
Yeah.
Milk crate. Like an old-fashioned wooden one. It's like, and it's filled with 9 of radiant holy water.
Oh, shit.
He goes,
9 vials of holy
I
water?
spend my life's savings on making these holy waters for one day to make it rain upon the cursed lord of the castle above this cemetery. But you there, I feel like this may become more use for you in the long haul. For I will have to stay here and find this cure for my son. But you can carry on with my oath of her vengeance. As he hands Alester 9 bottles of holy water. Glass.
Much appreciated. These will be very useful.
I know. As he puts his hand on your shoulder again, he doesn't randomly cast his guidance. I mean, you have that for like a minute,
Cool.
but it's more of like a subtle nod.
Cast guidance initiative.
I am also
Yeah.
casting
initiative
silence
really-
over the grave.
Fair enough. Yeah. That seems to be it
Alright.
for the castle, I believe. Right. Yeah.
I'll leave a little engraving in the dirt for however long it'll last for a symbol of Alester next to the grave. Just as a token.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Alex, question.
Mm-hmm.
You said
So-
there was a fortress named St. Macab's Abbey or something?
Yeah, a bastion.
Where was that? Did he say?
Give me 1 second. He didn't tell you exactly way to Valkyrie or the village of Valkyrie. Let me it's a Kazakh. Okay, yeah. So give me 1 second. What are you asking? What are you asking for? Like, where is it at? Like, where is it at or like at? You know?
Yeah, where is it?
Are you asking?
Like,
Is it?
where is St. Macab's Abbey? Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Cool.
Okay. So, it's so hard to look on here because it helps. Everything is on for maps on this. There it is. He tells you that it is past Valkyrie and past the bridge. Follow the old section road until you get to the very end of the domain near Kesrek. So it is the farthest on the other side of the map.
Okay. So
If
past.
here, let me
Alright.
pull it. Let's say this is like imagine this, but it's more roughly drawn. He just goes here.
Ah.
You guys are way over in this area.
Way over there by the castle.
Alright.
You guys are in the village of Barovia.
Note taken. Alright. So we off now.
And that seems to be all. That seems to be all that he cares to speak of. Yeah.
Very well.
So now you guys can make your way towards Valkai.
Does the Burgomaster's son provide us with a carriage of some sort?
No, he doesn't provide you with a carriage at all.
Okay. Is there anywhere in town that would provide one? As well as horses?
There seems to be a near the mercantile. They may be able to offer you a carriage, but you have no idea.
Fair enough. I guess I'll see about if we can get a deal on transport. How much money do we have in total?
I got like 80, 90, no 80
Jesus
gold
Christ.
total. Look, I found a lot of EP. It's mostly EP, dude.
I have 5.
I've only got 12 gold.
I have 15.
I also have like a bunch of other gemstones,
Oh,
but
no,
I do not tell you that.
I have 18. And I have the shiny chain shirt. But he doesn't want to buy my chain shirt.
I mean, I'm assuming, Mikey, these people are very poor.
Well, that's not what he said. He didn't say he was very poor. He said he wouldn't buy it for more than 20.
Yeah, because he's very poor. I'm making an inference. I don't know.
No, he's just not a. He's a savvy businessman.
He's just trying to,
Okay.
he's just trying to scam me.
By the way, everybody gets 3 flasks of holy water, and I'll get the
Oh,
fourth.
you're passing those out. Hold on.
Oh, by the way, did you get my read the chat about good berries? By the way.
Yes.
How many do I get, Josh?
Oh wait, I'm bad at math. Everybody gets 2 flasks of holy water, and I get the third and final. So you guys each get 2 of them.
Got it. Holy water. Nice.
Just in case.
Cool. All right. Carriage.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, so he doesn't seem to actually own a carriage. It seems like you will have to walk the distance. Upsettingly, there is no carriage in this town.
Well, if we wanted to jump the witch when she comes through here, she's got a carriage we could steal.
I think she may avoid us. To be fair, but maybe.
It'd be worth a shot.
Yeah.
Tactically acquiring a carriage.
Star walking, I suppose.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yep.
On the road again.
On the road again. We're gonna go fight this evil lord and try to take over again. On the road again.
I don't think
We
We can put on the big mouth.
Give me one second. I need to double check my notes real quick, so give me 1 second for that.
No problem. Do we want to take a little food break?
Yeah.
Yeah, it works too.
I haven't had much to eat.
While he's doing that.
I didn't make it. Y'all act like I made it. Alright.
I know, but you're parading.
So-
No need to talk any more about it.
So, you guys start walking down the civic road. You guys pass a bridge. There's no noteworthy passing. You guys appear past this bridge. You do get to since you have Irene, there doesn't seem to be, like, you guys are able to stealthily go by no encounters, for what I can tell. Okay. And you guys get to this point. You guys see where I'm pointing out on the map right now?
Sure.
Yes.
Or no?
Yes.
You guys see what I'm pointing at? Okay.
Yes.
So that's where we are right now.
So we
As
got,
you
like,
get here,
got like nowhere. Got it.
well, as you guys get there, an old wooden gallows creaks in the cold, chill wind that blows down the high road to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in these 3 directions. Barovia village to the east, Sears Pool to the northwest, Ravenloft / the village of Valkyria to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to the upward rope across the gallows, a low wall crumbling to place, partly encloses a small plot of graves shrouded in the fog.
My curiosity is getting to me, but
So this is a graveyard because there's no church. Got it.
Yeah,
Figured it out.
this is a graveyard because there's no church. It's not
So,
ran by anybody.
So this is the town of Aka, I'm assuming. This is where the fork is, or this is the fork, and then
Yeah, this is like a. No, right here.
Right down here's the fork.
Okay.
This is
And
the fork. And there seems to be a crossroads with a graveyard.
Of course.
yeah.
do we want... I'm tempted to examine the graveyard just for curiosity's sake, but perhaps
I'd
we should
really
keep
not.
our head on a swivel.
Yeah.
Would
Rather
you like
not
to,
have
would
to
you
do
like
this.
to end up as part of that graveyard?
Not particularly.
Then it would be wise to not touch it.
Yeah. Best keep heading on to Maokai, or Valkai, and stay away from it.
But see, that sounds like we're missing plot.
What is
If,
what plot?
if we're missing anything in that graveyard, then it can stay there. It's not moving anywhere.
As you guys leave the
Well-
crossroads heading towards the gallows, or sorry, the Valkyrie,
We never decided which way
You
of the
hear-
crossroads we want to go.
Well, it's either through the cemetery or
I
to
assume
the
you guys are going to the
gallows.
Valkyrie.
Yeah.
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 There's one to the Valkai, which
Well,
is
no,
faster, so.
I think you. Yeah, I think you can go to the village, the Valkyrie village.
Velaki.
Which is this? Velaki.
This is,
No,
this is
No.
that's not it. you-
Velaki was
Velaki-
way up
You would go
north.
down.
Yeah, Velaki, what, here?
Yeah.
I know the Saint
Yeah,
Temple
yeah,
was
it's up
here,
here.
yeah, so like, do we want to go
So,
to this
If
town,
you go,
or do
if
we
you go
want to
up,
avoid the town?
This takes you to a different thing. This takes you to the Sears Pool encampment listed on the
Well, we
the
wouldn't.
crossroad wooden
We
board.
wouldn't.
Where
we
you
wouldn't
take the
know
low
that.
road and just go, and I'll just take.
Do we want to?
Well, it tells you. Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
tells
Do
you
we
what
want
to
to
go.
scuffle
This-
with
this- it
whatever
tells you
might be
this
at
is the-
Sears
it-
Pool?
It's a post with wooden arrows. It's a post with wooden arrows telling you which direction to go for each thing.
I say it might be
That takes
better
you to the chest pool.
to go ahead and head north. Because we need to head that direction anyway.
Both go the same way, but one takes us through Sears Pool. Do we,
I mean, like he said, we might as well not. We might not want to go through the cemetery lest we become part of it.
Oh, is the cemetery going through in the way of like one of the paths? I didn't understand that.
I don't think it is. Is it?
Alex,
Sorry, what was that?
hello. Is the graveyard
Sorry.
in the middle of a path?
Or does a
Yeah,
path go through the
you're at a
graveyard?
crossroads. And, listen to me carefully. You're at a crossroads with a wooden beam that has the wooden signs.
Yes.
Directly behind the wooden beam, there is a graveyard. You're at a crossroads with a graveyard right at the crossroads of the road. It is. You guys are looking at the graveyard. It is like literally 5 feet from the road.
But
The graveyard's like right
does,
here.
does the graveyard block, like, does the graveyard go over any path? Any other road?
Or would
No.
traveling by one of the
No,
paths
it is
go
like-
further into the graveyard?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I didn't think
No.
the graveyard was
No.
part of the road.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What is
No.
in the graveyard? What can we see?
No.
You see 11 graves unmarked. Like, they're marked but unnamed. Sorry.
Oh, it's very small.
Oh.
Graveyard.
And
on.
really, the question
rather-
is, do we want to go through the Seer's Pool?
I'd
I mean-
rather take my chance with this
Yours
longer
for-
southern road.
Yeah,
Uh,
I also agree. But what do the
Okay.
other two think?
I don't care. I'll do
So you're
I'll
gonna-
go the way you want to go with this one.
You're leading, Captain.
I mean, I'm interested in the Sears Pool, but it can wait.
Alright, well, it's decided. We're gonna go the longer route to avoid Seer's Pool.
As you guys leave the crossroads, you hear a cracking noise behind you, coming from the gallows, a return from the graveyard. Where there was nothing before, now hangs a lifeless gray body floating in air by simply magic. The breeze turns the hanged figure in a rotational speed unimaginable by just strings, as it fixes its dead eyes upon Lucas.
Protection from
It fixes
evil
its
and
dead
good.
eyes upon Lucas. You hear a massive roar of a voice in a language that you understand it, but it's definitely not speaking the language you should. Listen here, travelers, and listen well. I am Lord Darikon of the village farther east from here. He says some name that is unimaginable, unattainable. He speaks to you and he goes, "You cannot leave this very graveyard. My name was desecrated and not put against my own grave. But I have one key that will further my name and glory. For I harness a sword of light. I can cut down this lord, but it is lost to me as my body is not buried where it should be. But I believe the sword itself is somewhere in this graveyard, where the lifeless corpses next to me of my brothers and sisters once failed to kill the Lord himself. But I believe in you that you can take this sword and carry upon my deed and murder him in slight blazing glory."
So you're asking us.
Very well.
So
I
Please,
look down at my
travelers,
paper that has the
please.
thing written on it, and I say, "Oh, look at that! Sunlight, the sword of sunlight, crossroad of life." Look at that! Crossroad.
Spirit
Oh,
asking us to dig up his
Sort
own
of.
grave.
Like crossroads of life and death, buried dead. I was trying to hit that on the fucking the sword and death, buried dead. What else? Had to
So
make
do
up
we
a whole
Well,
speech.
Start digging up
All right.
corpses?
I go to the war priest.
You
I
have shovels?
I hand him my shovel,
Ooh. Well, I
Yeah.
don't have.
and I cast protection from evil and good on him.
Can I
Good
cast?
luck, buddy.
Can I cast
Very well.
unseen servant to help the unseen? Have the unseen servant help us dig?
Hold on.
Hold on, before you start digging.
Oh my bad.
oh man, I already had my grave robber's outfit.
Before you start digging, the dead body has not moved. Yeah, he speaks again.
Oh, my
Do
bad.
not be hasting when you grave. For every time you burn your karma, digging another grave burns your chances of glory. Please be careful when picking a grave,
Oh,
for you may
God.
pick too many, far too many. Then the eyes of the lion will not purchase you a grave.
Fair enough.
Purchase your own grave in life. So don't immediately. Yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
are these graves?
You have 11 graves are here with blank gravestones. The forgotten people buried here were hanged from the gallows. Characters can, or you guys can notice that these graves seem to be almost like naturally like equal. They don't seem to be like they're
Well-
dig up perfectly 11 in a line. Like they're all just dug out, pristinely mass-produced graves.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of just
Alright.
guessing at random here, right? Unless there's
Did
some.
it-
make a system because it said that they were unmarked, but perhaps they have writing on them
I
on
assume.
the headstones.
No, they're marked, but they're not named.
How are they marked?
That's what I'm at. Yeah.
They have blank
Headstones.
gravestones. They have blank gravestones.
So they're unmarked.
They have gravestones,
So-
but they're not.
so-
But yeah,
I'm not-
no, they're
I'm
marked,
not-
but on.
Description.
They're unmarked.
Yeah, unmarked.
There's nothing on the headstones. Let's not argue.
Or an unmarked would not have.
Don't worry about it.
It has headstones. There's not no name. So
So,
it is marked, just doesn't have a name.
didn't he say that his body
a
wasn't
different-
buried where it should have been?
Can we make a
Yeah, like
perception
he
check
was
to
buried
see
in.
if
He was angry.
Oh.
He's
Sorry,
gone.
I was gonna say, can we make a perception check to see if there's like a lump of ground nearby where there might be a different corpse? Like there's the graves, but maybe there's like somewhere else nearby that's where he is buried. Can we roll a perception check?
Sure, go ahead. Make a perception check and see if you can see any hidden graves.
Whoop. What do I get? 15.
15. Behind the wooden pole that holds the signs seems to have a lump of dirt that would be normal for a pole, but is offset by 3 feet and doesn't seem to be matching where the pole is set in the ground.
Lucas, or not Lucas. Alester, you want to start digging here?
Fine.
Oh,
Start digging.
Don't worry, you have protection from evil and good. I'm using my stealth law on that.
Cool.
Should I do unseen servant or no? I was letting him dig it.
Alex, for like clarity, he said he wasn't buried in the right place, and said if we dig up the sword, it could be ours essentially. Correct? But picking the wrong ones will mean
Anger
bad things.
the dead, probably.
Basically, if you dig too many graves, there's a chance the sword may disappear. That's all.
Mhm.
You can't just go and dig up the entire graveyard looking for it.
So yeah, I start digging to where Helvit'tar points.
Mm-hmm.
Is the woman we're just transporting also just looking at us just to run?
Well, I
see
mean,
this and just see
He
us
also
digging
saw
into the
this,
grave?
bro.
Yeah, I know. Or like,
He also saw it, yeah.
We just turn to her and it's like, don't worry, this is a prophecy.
The ghost told us to dig his grave.
So you dig that grave. So you dig the grave of the one behind the wooden pole. Let's see. Let's. How can I do this? I guess I would roll.
Oh, it's literally just random. Got it.
Perhaps.
It's just random grave digging.
Why was there?
You
hidden
do
grave?
not seem to. You do not seem to find. You do not seem to find this the weapon that the ghost may speak of, but you do find. You do find a wooden crate.
What's in the
Seems
wooden
to be
crate?
some sort of time capsule or
Yeah.
hidden. It's locked. Does anyone have thieves' tools? I think we did get a pair of thieves' tools.
Can I try my mystery key?
hold on before you wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, that's not really a wasting.
Yeah.
All right, so
So,
do you want...
so was the box in a grave, or is it just the box that was put underground?
It was just a box.
Just the box, alright.
No, it is not there.
It doesn't open it.
You do not
It
open
does
it.
not open it. So you want to try these thieves' tools?
put back
Sure.
up my key?
Roll me a
As I
thieves' tool.
get down,
Yep.
got it. Dex, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. As I'm doing this, can I ask the woman, like, what are you gonna do in Blackie, by the way? I never asked.
I cannot tell you that at the moment. For I do not trust you people. My brother may be most trustworthy, but I am not. But I will accomplish you as we go, and if shit hits the fan, I shall run. But when we get there, if you last that long, you will see what great plan that me and my brother has bestowed
I was gonna say, could I cast
upon you to
guidance
be
on him?
part of. That's what? Oh yeah, add a D4, Lucas, to that. And if you get a good enough roll, you should be able to pass the DC check. Well, D4, I'll see what you get. Yay! That's good. You open the lock to this wooden thing, and all it seems to be is full of papers. They don't seem to be wrought with age. They seem to be very newish papers.
I'll take the box of papers.
One of them is most of this there seems to be ramblings, but also there's some details hidden in there that doesn't seem to be like they're hard to understand. But you do see this photo here. I sent a handout.
What? The man.
Underneath the listing is the one great knight, Strahd, as they called. This man here seems to be locked himself into the castle? Question mark? Maybe he's behind something. Maybe he's evil. I don't know. It's a bunch of question marks. Seems to be some kind of ramblings of some old, maybe ancient or like old conspiracy theorist or some sort. Or an investigator who was investigating Strahd.
Yeah, this guy's drinking baby's blood.
He looks like a blood marine. 40k.
He kind of reminds me of crap, what's his name? Alucard from Helsing.
See, for me, he looks like the Malfoy dad from Harry Potter.
He does.
He does.
Like that actor, yeah.
It's the black hair. Oh
Just,
my
yeah.
lord. That's amazing. Dude, get him to play Strahd in a D&D movie.
Yeah.
Alright. I want to
So,
dig up more graves.
Dig another grave?
Can we
Dig
roll
another
a
grave?
perception check? See if there's any other hidden graves? Or is there not a hidden grave?
Doesn't seem to be anyone. So we go to dig up another grave.
Start digging.
Alright.
You dig upon a grave that's the 11. You start with the direct middle for some reason, but you start in the middle of the graves, and you find a broken down coffin, basically made of driftwood. It was closely put together. Inside shows a great knight who seems to who you could tell doesn't seem to be very fancy looking. Like he had like shitty armor. Like he was like like the 15th best knight. Like he was kind of like the basically like the very 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 last he'd go to. But
yeah.
inside of his on his hand seems to be a hilt of crystal blade, but just the hilt.
I lift this up as I'm searching the body. Well, does there seem to be any mechanisms in it?
The moment you touch the hilt of the crystal blade, you are stunned. You are thrown back out of the grave. You actually land atop, like your back is thrown against the wooden pole at the crossroads. As you're holding the blade, you start seeing images flash through your brains of a great knight being struck down by his more successful older brother. It seems, and all you hear is you see a powerful wizard destroying a incredible crystal blade being destroyed by a great wizard and being thrown across the land. The hilt itself seems to speak to you and starts to whisper stories of vengeance and hatefulness the Lord of the Land, Strahd.
I think the rest of the party basically just sees Alester going into war flashbacks, like just like shaking, 1,000-yard stare. His eyes frizzled.
You good? Try to shake him.
Do I come out of it, or am I still locked in this vision?
You're still lost in this vision. You see incredible, just incredible
Well, he's safe.
incredible visions of fights going on of decades.
He's safe from evil,
and then
so
you
I don't
get-
need to worry about him.
Is there a way to just show this to you, or do you want to show it to everybody?
You can whisper it, or you can message it in Discord. So if you do /W Alester...
I'll just show. No, I have an item to show you.
Oh, okay.
I'll just show it to all players. That's fine.
Oh.
Dude, lightsaber. Nice. Da-da-da-da.
Oh, that's good.
The fun blade.
Did we get a sunblade like a level 3? We just fast track like a few levels? What happened?
I think we did. But
I mean,
who can
this
even
is-
use it?
Just the sun.
Oh, is this the sun?
Short sword and long swords. This is the sun blade.
Oh, sunblade.
The sun sword and sun blade are two different things.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Slightly different.
I can use it. That's an amazing weapon for me.
No, it's not. You don't want to
Literally
be in the front
anyone.
line.
I know, but it's a weapon I can use. It has the
Any one of y'all are all idiots. Any one of y'all have proficient with short swords, I believe. Anyone
No,
from y'all can use it.
short sword is a martial weapon. Not
Yeah, I don't.
everybody has it.
I have Marshall.
Yeah.
I don't have proficiency.
I think everyone has martial.
I have.
I don't.
Yeah,
No.
I guess maybe not.
I see
We
the
got two
finesse
casters.
properties.
I mean, I can definitely make use of it better than with my mace.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be better than my daggers.
Anything's better than a dagger. But also,
And,
question: is he all right? Because he's like.
Oh
is
yeah,
he-
I'm still having PTSD, I guess.
So is he just holding onto this hilt of a sword while shaking, or whatever he's doing?
It seems to let him of the like to leave him of the vision by speaking to him like, all right, so first things first, we're gonna march to that castle and we're gonna kill him because I think we can do it.
No.
No.
Why?
Who?
We can do
who's
it.
saying-
We got it. We got it.
Who's saying this?
The
Me.
person traveling with us.
The great sword of the great.
Oh, the sword.
The sword is
Wait.
talking to us?
The sword. Wait, can they hear him?
No, only Alester can hear it.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
So
Who are you?
So you start hearing. I am the previous great sun sword, lowly given to just a normal blade, but I am the great sword of Sergon von Bokovich, the great brother of the Lord, the one who tried to kill him, which we will succeed in if you hurry up and get to the castle. For I am perfectly good enough and healthy to go fight him. Let's do it. Me and you.
No, can't, no. Whoever this is, we have a job to do.
Stop being a pussy. Let's go. Let's go do it. Come on.
Alester,
We got it.
Who are you talking to?
What? You don't hear him?
No.
Can I
Don't
try?
hear him.
Can I use my telepathy to try to also talk to whatever he's talking to?
You can try, but it doesn't seem to be successful.
Can I examine Alester and make sure he hasn't gone crazy?
Oh god, he's got
Yeah, you
medicine
can.
too.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make a medicine check.
Oop. 6.
You think he is clinically insane.
Yeah.
I mean,
You have.
in your
I think
defense,
touching my
right now he is wide-eyed and like. So is the sword activated or is it still just a hilt?
It is activated, and it seems to be an
So
incredibly
you
bright light that clears the fog.
Yeah.
In my medical diagnosis, I believe he accidentally gave himself a lobotomy.
Well, he's also holding a giant, a big glowing sword, so I suggest you back up. Ow, it hurts my eyes.
Either he might have just broken his psyche. I'm not even.
Oh yeah, yeah. So this thing spreads out bright light, and I believe it counts as sunlight. Let me double check. That might be the actual other one.
It is
That might be
sunlight.
it's on the sun
I'm looking at the sunblade.
for the sunblade.
Yep. It sheds.
It does not say anything
The
about
light
the
is
sunblade.
sunlight. The light
Oh,
is
there it
light
is.
is
Yes,
sunlight.
the light is sunlight. Yeah, the light. I see it now. The light is sunlight. So yes, the drow is not happy at the moment.
Oh no!
The drow is very sad. The drow is not very happy.
Drow cannot see anything.
Turn it off.
I don't know how. And
Look, I know it's
won't,
the first
it
time.
won't stop telling me to run
Alright.
to the castle.
So the rest of this I have very hastily prepared, but I kind of want to get this sun sword spread out more. So I think we will end it today because we got a lot farther than I thought we would. But the sun, you now have a sun sword that is speaking to you.
So is it? Am I attuned to it yet? Because I can hear it, or do I have to attune to it separately?
Yeah, I do. I like the rule of like auto attunement where you touch something and become attuned.
Cool.
But then to break the attunement, you must actually like break it.
Cool. Yeah, I really think this sun sword is really good for me, guys.
I was actually reading up on.
Yeah,
some
it was
rules
just
on
gonna be. I think it's gonna be.
I was reading up about some rules on magic items, and so it actually answered some questions I had. So apparently, when you pick up a magic item, you basically can tell it's a magic item, like you know it's a magic item. And if you don't have
Mhm.
identify